Dogecoin came down and hit my target at 14 cents a couple times today. I was watching, it was actually, the price was trending down, and I was saying I'm targeting 14 cents because it's close to the Fibonacci retracement level. On top of it being a psychological level, I'm actually glad I went a little higher than the Fibonacci retracement level because it came down and hit like pretty much basically at 14 cents. It went down to around 0.13969, and basically I was watching a resistance, giving me a downtrend like this. I was saying until we break this one going to the upside, then I'm going to be confident on my target down here, if not even lower. And we came down, did that, but right now it looks like we're breaking it going sideways. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a bounce and continue to head to the upside. The other thing I was looking at before I started the video, let's go ahead and delete this because this is pretty much what I was looking at yesterday, and you can go ahead and check out yesterday's video. But I was wondering if I was going to be, what I was looking at before I started the video was we had this top right here, and then we had these bottoms right here, basically a double bottom, kind of like what I've been talking about, kind of like a W pattern. So we would draw the bottoms as well. Then we'd have a little channel pattern, reversal pattern, double bottom pattern, and we could drag from the top to the bottom of that right in the middle. Drag this to the breakout, and we're looking at a target of approximately 0.14601 in my opinion. I am actually looking at a little bit higher though. Let's go ahead and keep that there, and let's go ahead and put a price target on this one. Let's see, where's it at? Right here, price label. This is actually a pretty cool feature in here. If you want to put a little price label, you can come in here, text and notes, and then price label, boom. Pretty cool. And then, so the other thing that I was looking at, let's go ahead and delete this. We'll keep that price label though. That's where the next target is going to the upside is, in my opinion. I'm not, but that's where I think we can hit the next target. The other thing that I was looking at is this resistance, and this resistance. I'm on the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what this looks like on the 4 hour time frame real quick. I think this is what I was looking at mostly. Let's go ahead and draw this line with the bodies of the 4 hour time frame, something like that. I think this could be another potential target that we could have got a bounce at this level. Now we're breaking out of that little channel pattern right there, and now we might be heading up to maybe this trend line where we had resistance, giving me a trend line going to the downside. I think if we come up to this level, this might give us some trouble, and we might have to come back down and maybe retest this one, or I'm not really sure. It's possible that we break through it as well. If we broke through it, I'd be looking at these previous highs over here, maybe this one. This next one is sitting at 0.15, maybe like pretty much exactly around 15 cents, and then 0.1532 is the other one going to the upside. However, I like to play off the Fibonacci retracement level, so I would really like to see us go all the way up to this next one, setting at around 0.15596, and that would be approximate from 14 cents to the Fibonacci retracement level is around 11%. I'm sorry. So that's what I'm kind of shooting for, but let's see how it goes. I mean, if we form like a nice trend going to the upside, and then it just completely breaks it, I might, consider taking profits and then setting up Fibonacci retracement levels again. It depends on, I'm not sure, but that's kind of what I would be looking at, or that's what I would be kind of planning. Like I said, it looks like we got a bounce right here. Let's see if we can continue this momentum going to the upside. Right now, we're on the 4 hour time frame, like I was saying, and look, check out the moving average. It's right here, and if you guys watch my channel, you guys know that when we break below it, it's resistance, and when we break above it, it's support. Right now, it looks like we're breaking above it, and I think just being like nice, like testing it and like breaking into it is a good signal. Let's see if we could keep this momentum up. Let's check out the daily. I haven't actually looked at the daily yet. So we're still, it looks like we got a little bit far away, not a far, but we looks like we got some more space from the 9 moving average. 9 moving average is right here, and the price is right here. Let's go ahead and delete some of this stuff so you can see it a little bit more clearly. We want to be closer to that 9 moving average. if we're farther away from it, it's more likely to act as resistance. Well, let's just say that if we're closer to it, it might be easier for us to break through it. That might be I mean, I think that's the way I kind of see it. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I think this looks pretty good right now. Like I was saying, or like I was thinking, if we would have to get, this would be our first test right here, that first level of resistance. We came up, got resistance, came back down, came through it. Now we're pushing through it. Looks like we're getting a little bit more momentum. Looks like we're breaking that 9 moving average right there too. Let's go back to that daily. The daily 9 moving average is sitting at around .15046, so around 15 cents. That could be the possible next target. Let's see, what does this line up to when we do this trend line? This previous top is around 15 cents. Well, we really would, I don't know. Well, first we'd want to break this resistance right here, but it'd be nice to set a higher high right there. So we came down. Let's see. We came down, set a low, set a high, set a low, set a high, then set a low. If we could come up and set a higher high, that would be good. Right now we're still setting lower lows and lower highs technically, so we're technically still in a downtrend. But yeah, got a nice little bounce on this. Let's see if we can start breaking that trend, break this one, come up to the upside, or if we're just gonna get pushed down by this pattern right here, which kind of looks like you could argue kind of like a bullhorn pattern, which kind of is just like what do they call it, something wedge, I don't know, but anyways, it basically is going wider as it goes. So yeah, let's see if we could break out of this. I think the other thing, if we break out of this, then we could target from the top to the bottom of this channel. You could basically just call it a channel pattern. I'm gonna find that word. I know it's gonna come to me after I stop recording, but let's drag this to the breakout. We could drag from the top to the bottom of the channel, basically drag this to the breakout. Let's see, it breaks right here, and that kind of puts us up right around that Fibonacci retracement level. And I think that was one of the points that I wanted to make in this video as well. The other thing we could do is, if we zoom out though, once we start getting to this area, then we're going to start coming into contact with these trend lines. We had resistance, 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 giving me some trend lines. You could argue these are in a couple different places. Let's go ahead and delete this and delete this. Let's do a trend line from this top one to this other second top, should I say, right here and right here. Once we break this going to the upside, then that's going to be a bullish signal. And like I was talking about in yesterday's video, if we can continue to go sideways, just going sideways, I think just like the 9 moving average, if we are once we get closer to this, then we have a better chance of breaking out and going up and start getting bullish again. So yeah, I think those are kind of the main things that I'm watching. I think specifically I'm watching the 4-hour time frame with this pattern right here, and then I'm watching on the hour time frame this one down here, and let's see what kind of other trends we can come up with in the meantime. Maybe something like this. These trends on the hourly are kind of risky, honestly, because sometimes they'll break them and then continue to go up, but it's just something to watch. If it continues, it'll give you something like, if we haven't broken it, then you know it's still possible that we could continue to push up. But sometimes it'll break it and it'll go sideways and then it'll continue to push up. I've noticed that with Dogecoin, that it's been doing that a lot, especially in the past. It looks like the volume is declining a little bit. Let's see if the volume kicks in and we can continue to move up and actually break through this and not just come up to it and start getting rejected and pushed to the downside. I think if we start closing below this and start getting red candles, then I'm going to start looking at this Fibonacci retracement level again and maybe set up a limit order again. But that's just, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Hopefully we can break this trend line going to the upside and just continue moving on and go up and up and up. But I'm not sure. That's why we watch trend lines. Once they start breaking, then get a better idea. But yeah, that's cool that we hit my target. Check out my last video, how I talked about it. And if you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.